All right, and glad to have you back. You're still watching Business Nigeria, and my colleague Effiong Ekop is live in the studio. Effiong, thank you so much. It's good to see you here.
Very nice to meet you too.
Yes, I think we should start with the performance of the market up to date. It's been pretty good despite all of the challenges. I know we expect a lot of goodies this 2026, but take us through what has happened over time with the positive performance.
The beginning of the first half of 2025, the market showed signs that it was really going to hit it big. So from the month of June, July to August, we were having complete bullish run. It was in September, immediately after the president signed, the tax law, and then Analyses now went into survey some of the gray hairs, and then they came up with the issue that the capital gains tax will have negative effects, then when they want to offload their securities. And when they were making a lot of noises about it, the market slacked down. But sometime around November, the market picked up and then moved on. Remember, we were expecting the Santa Claus rally. And it actually, we got it. Since that Christmas rally, that's what we are now taking into the new year and move on. The Nigerian market in 2025 performed classically, I should say. In many of the subsectors, investors were rewarded exceedingly very well, beyond their expectation.
Banking,
all
consumer
of them.
goods.
So even when you want to measure in global performances, we outperformed markets in Europe and the US.
Wow.
So our peers in the African market, we dominated them, except you will always know the performance of South African markets and the stock markets in Egypt. Of course, we also have to give respect to Morocco. So the rest of them in Africa, they came far behind. This is a feat that the Nigerian market has achieved in the last 5 years. So not just that, 5 years consecutively, we've been, trading to the global acknowledgement that yes, this market is doing so very well, especially with the type of infrastructure that we have, world class, the type that you compare to New York, it says NASDAQ, everything. Do you not forget that about 2 months before the end of the year, the market came up with a T+2 trading cycle.
That's true.
That also brought great attention to the market, which means if you have stocks to sell, just after 2 days, your money will be available to you. And so we were trading at a very high speed. And you found out that Nigerians in diaspora, they were responding and putting money into our market. We were able to attract those foreigners that had left our market during the time of COVID-19, thinking that all that would be bad. But we have to pay, tribute. We have to, praise our local fund managers. They were able to take up
for them.
So with those local fund managers, holding on, the market was able to go. You found that institutional investors were even the ones that the Nigerian market relied upon. Then we had these big companies coming for listings, and we had it so very good. And so to wrap up, we closed the markets with index above 51%, and that was a very great feat. Then if you talk of market capitalization, we ended 2025 with 99.38 trillion naira.
Almost 100 trillion.
After trading for 2 days, as at yesterday, we hit 100 trillion. This morning, today, we've closed the market with 101 trillion naira. And so that's a very great feat for our market.
I think it's a beautiful way to start 2026.
Yeah, exactly. So we talk of looking forward now. So 2026, there are even indications that we will do better because the expectation is that 2 big companies are coming in. So when the market lists Dangote Refinery and Dangote Fertilizer, and these are dollar-rated companies, so what do you expect us to?
It's time to put my money in that market.
Then again, the banks are recapitalizing and they will end in March.
In a few months.
Apart from the banks, insurance companies are doing so. So a lot of things are happening and
I think the
opening
$1
up.
trillion economy thing is looking like
Very well, we are going to
yes,
achieve.
yes.
That's
Looking
what
at
the
all of
stock
this.
market is actually gaining at, and
Yeah.
we've made it all known to foreign players, and I think they are responding very, very well. But you know, the arguments that many people are making, which is somehow credible, is it only the stock markets that
That is
you know,
doing well?
because the larger economies, some areas, especially manufacturing, even trades somehow, they are also, you know, complaining. So we need to do broader perspective and control, you know, of policies that affect the entire economy, so that we then have what we call balanced development that will lift the country in terms. First of all, we've got to settle the problem of electricity. It's still a problem to manufacturers.
It's a big one.
And then they talk about interest rates. I think CBN is handling that.
Look at that.
So the market is ready to run.
Well, I agree with you a lot of well, let's see how all of it plays out.
It goes very well. It goes very well. Tolu, what you have to do is bring that your money. Stop drinking beer. Bring it and put it in the market.
I don't drink alcohol. All right, then, Amos. Thank you so much, Effiong, Ekop, for your analysis now on the show today.
Yes.
All
thank
the
you.
best.